Okay.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. We're going to get started. Just so that everybody knows, we are going to move this meeting to 9:30 on Monday. So just going to push it another half hour forward. Hope that doesn't mess with anybody too much. We're hoping that actually that'll allow for some other folks to join us too. So really happy to have everybody here. Please make sure to chime in whenever you can. We'll try to break through the technology barrier and make it cool. Basically what we're going to do today is kind of what we've been doing over the last 2 weeks. I've got a list of objections here that the sales team and I have come up with that we think are probably the best objections that any salesperson could hear in the building. And we'd really like to just kind of grill Steve with these objections and kind of work out these answers and basically see where we can get as far as responses go. So what we did last week is I just kind of drilled Steve with them and then he gave me his responses.
And then if you guys down the road too have any objections that you hear, just let us know and we'll try to get you a retaliation.
Perfect. A rebuttal. So here we go. All right, so we're going to assume that I'm talking to a prospective shop owner and we're talking about the Sidekick portable vaporizer. I'm going to say, Steve, it seems like a lot to handle. There's a lot of parts and pieces. I'm not used to that, man.
Yep, there are a lot of parts and pieces because like good quality stuff, there's more stuff to it. It does come with a bag. It comes with a piece to house all your products, your battery charger. It does come with extra batteries, so that might seem like extras, but you need them, and you can also get more. There's more room in the bag for it. You need a pick. Pretty much everything that it comes with, I feel, is needed, or if you can't see the need yet, you'll want it.
That makes sense.
I think that's it.
Yep. Next objection here. It's too expensive. There's others out there that are cheaper.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. There's a lot of other cheaper ones, 100% made in China, and those other ones don't come with a lot of pieces and parts that ours do. It doesn't come with a bag. It doesn't come with extra batteries. It doesn't come with a charger that can work in your car and your house. Probably doesn't come with a pick. Probably doesn't come with a lot of other stuff. So usually what you get on these really cheap units is 100% made in China, and you don't know who the manufacturer is. You don't know who the salesperson is, and you're going to need other parts down the road. So your original idea of it seeming affordable is not as affordable as the Sidekick at only $200.
Seems like there's a boatload of value in there for that. What kind of warranty comes with the Sidekick?
It's a 30-day warranty, and if you register it on our website, it gives you a 1-year warranty. And with that 1-year warranty and registering it, you also get a discount. If you needed any other accessories, we highly recommend an extra set of batteries. And then after that warranty or during that warranty, if anything happens, you just mail it to us, we'll take care of it. After that warranty is used up, it's a $35 fix. And what we found is even easier is just for $45, we'll just mail out a customer a new unit, minus the bag, minus the accessories, minus the batteries. But that saves the customer time in getting a new one. We just kind of break even on it, but it definitely really makes the customer feel good.
Absolutely.
And that's for the life of the product.
So for the life of the product, essentially, just so everybody understands, you already bought all the accessories and everything that's there. You can now basically just send away to get a base unit. Once you've, of course, registered, we see that you have your registration. You get a base unit, which gives you a new top, new bottom, new housing, and then everything else you should already have to use the unit. And a lot of folks really like that option and the ability, especially if they abuse it. Abuse the crap out of the unit. It's a really good way to go about that. We always recommend, of course, that you clean it. Back to the objections.
I think to get that, all they have to do is take a picture of their broken unit and let us know what's wrong with it. Right?
Absolutely, okay. Absolutely. I want to be able to use the unit while it's plugged in.
Well, there's no way to plug it in, so I don't know how that's possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not possible. So it's like I'd love to be able to use a portable while it's plugged in.
What you can do is you can plug your batteries in, your second set of batteries, charge those, and those batteries are plugged in, recharging.
Killer. So that's why we give you 2 sets of batteries, essentially, so that you can always be using it.
Yeah, if you need to use it while it's charging, keep a set of batteries charged and use yours.
Yeah, I think one of the responses I came up with is that, there's not many vapes out there that do that, and we make a really killer one. It's called, the Silver Surfer. It's a desktop vaporizer, plugs right into the wall, and you can use it while it's plugged in. It's an awesome way to overcome that objection. In almost every other portable on the market, you can't use it that way either. There's no way to use packs that way.
It's either charging or it's being used.
Exactly. So, we get that objection, and it's the same thing for others. I hear the battery door is flimsy.
The battery door is definitely not flimsy. One thing that we found that can be perceived as flimsy is the little latch on there. You have to hold that back and then push it forward. We used to have a spring, but that made it worse. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would tell most folks, there's a correct way to use things and an incorrect way to use things. If you use it incorrectly, it's gonna break. And that's just kind of the way it works with just about anything that you buy on the market. Here's an objection that one of the sales guys have heard. It takes too long to heat up.
Well, I don't know how to make it heat up any quicker. It takes about 35 seconds to heat up. Once it's up to temperature, you can run this unit for hours and hours and hours. Just keep replacing the batteries. The unit is designed, as with anything, that it relies a little bit on convection heat. This is conduction mostly with slight convection. It takes a little bit more heat to do that. Our bowl is a good size, decent one, and I think for the market goes, I think about 30 to 45 seconds is actually average. So I think what people are used to is they use the vape pens that heat up instantly because it's a really small heater and you're just heating up oil. They use completely different technologies. So you need more heat in a larger amount for dry herbs to vaporize, if that makes sense.
So it makes it more versatile, essentially, to be able to use dry herbs and concentrates. And it's still essentially on demand. I mean, we've got less than a 30-second heat up time, which doesn't really seem to bug most people.
No.
Next on the list here is that there's no temperature display as compared to, let's say, other units that I feel like I know I'm vaping at an exact temperature. There's not that on the Sidekick.
Yeah, and so I didn't want to use a temperature on there because I believe the temperature is kind of varied depending how you inhale, or there's just a lot of scenarios in there. So what I've done is on our website we have what a number equals to a temperature, and my thought is you can't dial it in at one temperature or 1 degree. So I just decided to make numbers which gives you 21 settings, and I figured it out to where 7 is the preferred number, and between 6 and 8 is where you're going to get your best. I prefer 8, which is going to get bigger draws, but it's going to give you more roasted, so you're going to want to stir it more. Feels like I got off topic there.
No, you're all right. It basically allows the user, with the no temperature display, allows the user to pick their sweet spot without having to say, oh, I absolutely vaporize at this temperature. Almost every vaporizer on the market that has a digital readout on it, it's not accurate. Absolutely not accurate. You can test them all over the market. They just need to be within a certain variance to be able to say, we've got a digital readout on this. And so versus us doing that, we don't want to do that. We like people being able to customize and kind of use theirs. Hey, I like to turn my Silver Surfer up to, they call it 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's really up to you. How do you use it? Like Steve said, he likes to vape on his Sidekick at an 8.